And welcome to the BitSocket podcast. I'm Joe.
And I'm Scott White.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Fancy meeting you here, you saucy piece.
Are you talking to me?
Maybe. It's my Roger Moore impression.
Alright.
Hello. Hello, Joe.
See, nobody who's listening to this can see your eyebrow, and I can tell it's a good impression because of the eyebrow.
You've got to
The voice wasn't really doing it for me, but the eyebrow was what sold it.
Eyebrow. I'd fuck that eyebrow.
How are you doing, Scott?
I'm doing quite well. I think we should...
Kick off in the usual fashion. What games have you been playing? I'll ask you first.
Right, okay. Well, this week I have exclusively been playing Nier
Alright.
on the PlayStation 3.
And are you near the end?
I'm very near the end. Well, last week, I think it was actually a week ago today, I went on the Twitter and said, right, I want to play Pandora's Tower or Nier.
So Pandora's Tower, that's the game that's self-filmed up. You've had for a year now.
And it is still self-filmed.
Right, okay.
I'm gonna. That's my next one. That's my next one.
Not Skyward Sword.
Fuck off. That just came out of me. I didn't even process that. So yeah. So
what is
a
Nier?
lot of people went for Nier.
Tell us
Nier
about it. What is it?
I suppose it's an action RPG.
Right.
Would be the closest way to describe it. Because going into it, I thought it was going to be really RPG heavy, and it's really not at all. It's more like... It's like a hack and slash adventure game. You get magic powers in it. Probably the most RPG thing about it is you unlock, killing certain enemies, you unlock magic words.
Right.
And you can apply the magic words onto your magic attacks and your swords, and they boost them.
Okay.
But to be honest, it's not really... It's just a really good fun game. A bit like a Zelda game in that it is an RPG, but the RPG elements are all hidden.
I saw you playing it earlier, and what I liked about the look of it was that the boss was using kind of bullet hell shmup style sort of bullet formations against you. Had to
A
dodge
lot of the
them.
bosses do that, actually.
It did look like an old school shmup,
which is quite fun.
You're a guy rather than a spaceship.
Yeah, what I like about it is it mixes up a lot of things. There's a proper kind of like text adventure section. There's one village where... I don't want to go into too much detail because I didn't know about it and it was an amazing wee treat for me, but there's a village where all through the game you go to different places to fight maybe a boss to get an item to move the story forward, of course, because that's the way games work. There's one village you go to and there's not a single fight. It is a text adventure. You've got to pass these text adventures.
Alright.
And so and I loved it. I was like, you're playing it like, this is really good. And it's not really, it's not like a proper like go west, go north, do this kind of text adventure, but it's really good fun. But the game, it does lots of wee interesting things. Like there's one facility you fight through, because the game, although it looks like it's set in the past, is actually set in the far distant future.
Bit like Star Wars, but opposite.
Yeah, we bit, aye. So there's a bit where you end up fighting through this kind of big facility and the camera zooms right out. And so, and there's so many enemies on screen at the same time. I think it's cracking. It's got a kind of funny sense of humour, and it's quite short as well. Apparently it's only about, I think at the most, about 20 hours, but I'm very near the end and I've only been playing it for about 13 hours so far. But
cool.
No, I think it's cracking.
Cool.
How about you? What have you been playing?
Well, I recently joined the Next Gen Club. I know. I bought a PlayStation 4, and so I've got Metal Gear Solid 5, which I already had.
Which you already
Tomb Raider, which I never played, and I've been playing the two of them. Now, Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm addicted to it again. It's probably one of the best games of this year. I really love it.
Except for Dynasty Warriors, eh?
Yeah. No, it's really... I don't know, it's great playing it again. I know it sounds really boring as fuck to say this, but it is... You can see the difference that the extra power of the PlayStation makes to it, because you can play it. I know.
I couldn't stifle
but
it.
The draw distance and the 60 frames per second and all that, it does help. It does. I know.
I know it helps, but I don't like you saying it.
I know, but it does help.
What do you think of the controller?
I like it, yeah, it's nice.
People think...
I don't like it as much as the old controller.
No, see, the weird thing about the PlayStation 3 was how many folk hated the controller. And to begin with, I could understand, because when the 6-axis came out, it was really light. Really light.
Yeah.
But it's still a fine controller, but lots of folk hated it.
I know. They're all wrong, though. Like the Xbox 360 pad's the bad one out of the two of them.
No, mind the original Xbox pad.
Oh, the big one, that was awful.
The one you had to have, like, Andre the Giant to help you with.
Tomb Raider. I've been playing Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Now, I never played Tomb Raider anyway. Can't say I like it that much, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah, I've got to a bit where there's a big plane crash. And I thought by then it should have grabbed me, but it still hasn't.
Really?
I need to. I will probably play more of it just to justify my purchase of a PlayStation 4, but I won't be keeping it.
I'll give you a tenner for it.
All right, okay. Done. I'll give it to you if you want. You've given me plenty of games over the years. And I mean, also, if I give it to you for free, I own you.
I own you. Your ass is mine.
Didn't mean like that.
Is there anything else you've been playing? Or
yes, I have also started Mystical Ninja on N64, which I borrowed off of either Barry or Ross
I think it
on
was Ross,
Twitter.
was it not?
It was Ross that sent me it. Yeah, it was Ross.
87th.
87th, Twitter legend 87th. And thanks for sending me that, by the way. At first, this was like a year ago. Almost, maybe a half a year ago, but it didn't work. But I finally got around to cleaning the inside of my N64, like the contacts in it, and it does work now. So
Oh, lovely.
I know. So it's really great. It's lovely. It's like a mixture of Mario 64 and a Zelda game. You've got the exploration aspect to it. The music's great. It's dead friendly and funny. It starts off with a guy, your pal Ebi Sumaru. He's got no clothes on because he tried to negotiate a discount in a shop. Which is, what you do.
The last time I went to IKEA.
I don't know, it's just one of those games that you don't really see games like that anymore. It's just fun and very Japanese, and I can't fault it really. I mean, it's got aspects of old game design there, but I don't mind them anyway.
Sounds good.
No, it's really good, so I'm looking forward to playing more of that.
That's really good. Well, that's us had enough of your boring chat. So we're going to go and play 5 Minutes in Heaven with a wee cheeky game, a wee game that came out just this week on the PlayStation 4 and Vita, although it's been out on PC for some time.
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge. So this episode we've got Joe playing Rogue Legacy.
Oh, Rogue Legacy, I've heard about this.
So, and we're only playing for 5 minutes, which will probably give you about 50 chances to see how you'll do.
What do we do in it? Right, well, I'll start and you can tell us about the game then.
Yeah, of course.
Right, let's start the timer.
Let's get the timer up first.
Okay, the traditional BitSocket podcast timer.
That's it.
It's not an iPhone.
It's not an iPhone. There we go. It has begun.
Right, okay. So, I'm in a rainy sort of... there's a sort of rainy landscape. There's a guy in front of me, a blacksmith.
You're not playing Nightmare. You can...
Right, okay.
I go west.
Right,
you've not got enough money.
Yeah, I've not enough time either.
Right, so...
I like the way my wee guy runs with his sword. Like, oh shit, who's this wee guy? He looks like one of the baddies from Citadel, one of my favourite games in the BBC.
Fuck your Citadel.
Give Sharon all of your money and enter the castle.
Yes.
His name's Sharon. Right, let's go. So, what do I do in this game?
So, Rogue Legacy is it's a rogue... What do they call them? Roguelikes?
A roguelike.
So, the objective is to fight your way through the castle.
Right.
And save your father the king.
Okay.
Every time you play it, you go a different character. What rolls over is the amount of money that you get. You use the money to help level you up for the next time around.
Ah, right, okay.
The difference with Rogue Legacy is that the characters have different advantages. But you don't not just, he's a wizard, he's an assassin, but you have different genetic abilities as well. Some characters are colourblind. For example, the whole game's in black and white when you go that character. Some have advantage, like some are nearsighted, farsighted.
God, there's big fiery things hitting me and big knights swinging spears at me. It's pretty cool. This is a bit like Castlevania.
A wee bit, yeah, because you're adventuring through the big castle, though the castle changes its layout unless you pay the architect. When you unlock the architect, you can pay him some money and he locks it down.
Right, okay.
So far, I mean, I've played very little of it. I found a boss, and the boss just... It was embarrassing.
This is like a fast-paced sort of arcade Castlevania game. It feels pretty old school, but in a good way.
Yeah. So I can't remember the guy you're going right now. Honestly, I can't remember what his ability was. Like some characters,
his ability seems to be getting hit by all the projectiles getting flung about.
There is that.
Or is that my ability?
Might be, but it's quite. So you're in a fairy chest.
I thought I said fiery chest.
So you need to try and get through this without taking any damage, and if you do, you get the fairy chest. Come on.
Okay, right. I should probably explain what I'm doing here. I'm in a corridor, a vertical corridor.
Oh well.
With spikes up all the walls.
There we go. So Sir Wilson slipped and was impaled by spikes.
Okay.
So hit X, then you choose your heir.
Right.
So you go along and you choose the characters you want to be. So you've got your different classes. Paladin. So he's.
I want to go. This guy, Sir Judson the Knave.
So he's got vertigo. So you go up too high, he'll maybe throw up. And so you get 350 coins. So as you go, you build this castle, and the higher the castle, you get to kind of level your guy up. So I think you've probably only got enough coins to level your health up.
I've already done it. So
I think that's all you get to do.
Whoa, it's upside down.
Yep. So
why is that?
That's because that's the trait of the character you've chosen.
Alright.
So he's got vertigo, so in order to portray that, everything's upside down.
Right, okay. This is going to be difficult. This is like those annoying levels in Sonic where everything's upside down.
Except this is kind of funny.
Oh, right, okay. Actually, I'm not doing...
You're not actually... Well, you've not actually been doing too badly.
The thing is, right, I'm
It is hard,
I'm a
though.
big Castlevania fan, right? I
think-
know what I'm doing with these kind of games. See,
very good.
exploring castles, killing skeletons and zombies and all that. This is my kind of thing. I'm in my element here.
Yeah, it looks like although you're at a disadvantage because everything's upside down. Oh wow,
Dead already.
Second room.
Sir Judson has been slain by a flame lock.
You got an advantage in that you're getting lots of critical. So here we go. So we've got mage, knave, and let's see. So what's his trait?
Lady May.
He's
Trait, nearsighted. Anything far away is blurry. Let's see how this works. Oh, I look at that.
This is quite clever, isn't it?
Although it's not like it makes a big difference. It's not that blurry.
No, but it's a fun idea.
Yeah. No, this is pretty cool. I like this. I like.
What's available? It's actually cross buy as well. So if you buy it for, I've got it in the PS4.
Yep.
But you can get it for the Vita.
All for one price.
All for one price. It's like
Nice to note that, eh?
$7.99 or something.
Cool.
Ah, it's amazing. Like, I think it's been out in the PC for quite a while.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people played it.
Oh,
but
right, okay, Canon.
I'm
So
quite
we go.
impressed with
Right,
it.
you time my jump here. See if there's one thing that Castlevania's taught me. See, every chandelier, it must be hit by a sword.
Every chandelier.
Every chandelier. Every timed that badly, didn't I?
No, it's just. I love when you say things like, "Well, I've blah 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 blah," and
I get 3 lives out of that then.
3 lives. So, what do you think? What do you think of Rogue Legacy?
I thought that was great. Just great fun. I like how fast paced it is. I like how it's like Castlevania, but it's also arcadey at the same time. That's my kind of thing. That's my kind of game.
That's your kind of game.
Joe's kind of game. Put that in the box.
So there we go. So the benchmark, of course, as we've established, was the first one we established the benchmark.
No.
Dynasty Warriors.
No, Dynasty Warriors wasn't the first one. It was Infamous, the first one.
Was it right?
Aye,
Okay,
no,
so
it's-
pretty much since episode 2 then.
I
Dynasty
don't think it's
Warriors.
as good as Dynasty Warriors.
You don't think it's as good as Dynasty Warriors?
It's still not as good as Dynasty Warriors.
We're gonna get to the end of
I
this
know.
year, and we're gonna have to give that our game of the year. Game of the year is Dynasty Warriors 8. Joe played for 5 minutes.
Is there anything wrong with that?
No,
I
well,
don't
to be
know.
honest, no. Let's be honest, no.
No, but that's a close second.
Close second.
Really enjoyed
well,
that.
there we go.
Really enjoyed that. I think I may have to buy that.
Just use my profile.
I know, I think I will.
Cheat them out of some money.
Don't tell anybody.
And that was 5 Minutes in Heaven with Joe playing Rogue Legacy. Did you enjoy that?
Really enjoyed that. Really
Funny,
enjoyed
we
that.
asked that. You've already said you enjoyed it.
No, but it's worth saying again.
It's worth it. Worth saying again.
So what do you fancy doing now, Scott?
Well, we're going to have a wee shotgun top 5.
Oh.
I'm going to come at you straight. I'm going to come at you straight and hard.
Right, okay.
Top 5 adventure games not made by Nintendo.
Oh, top 5. Wait, well, you should have said LucasArts because I can name 5 right.
No, but I mean
LucasArts.
like a Zelda game.
Oh.
That kind of style of game.
Oh.
Not made by Nintendo.
Okay.
Right.
Mystical Ninja on N64.
Alright, there we go. Right, 1.
Okay, Okami. Mm-hmm. You meaning Zelda style adventure games
No,
here?
it can just be like, but that kind of adventure, that kind of.
So not point and click adventures then?
No, I just said point and click. I don't think of them as adventure games. I know they are adventure games, but I think of them as point and click. I mean, they're more like great Zelda experiences, but
Not Zelda.
no Zelda.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, bloody hell, you could have... Oh, okay, right. I've said Okami.
Right.
See, adventure games to me means a whole lot of other things as well. Like, usually it's me that stumps you, but you've stumped me here. Absolutely stumped. Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes.
So that's an adventure game, and it is a really good one.
Are you going to be a cheeky prick and go for Ico as well?
No, well, kinda. Ico.
That was my fault there.
That
You
was
still got one more.
It was your fault. What else am I going to say? I don't know. Like,
You broke me.
you've stumped me. You've stumped me.
I've broken your spirit. And your mother.
Oh yeah, you have. You totally have. Okay, well, Shenmue then.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that maybe that's more of an RPG,
Aye.
but yeah, no, Shenmue.
We've really,
no,
aye.
Shenmue is an adventure game actually.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Shenmue. There we go.
Okay,
Shenmue's right
so top 5 it.
there. Well, top was definitely Shenmue.
Right.
Next would have to.
Shenmue better than Okami, really?
Yeah. Okami's definitely Okami's next. Then Shadow of the Colossus. Then Ico, and then Mystical Ninja.
Mystical Ninja.
Mystical Ninja.
Right,
there
that's
we go.
good. There we go.
There we go.
Now, the reason I asked that was I think there's a lot of people out there who would enjoy playing some classic adventure games that don't own Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
And that's a nice wee kind of list of games.
Yeah,
a highly
okay,
recommended
that's
list
good.
of games that will
I think-
give you a different wee experience. Although,
I wouldn't start with Shenmue though. Shenmue's definitely the best, but I would definitely say Shadow of the Colossus is the one you should start with out of that list. Or Okami.
or Okami, yeah, I love Okami.
Shadow of the Colossus is
Yeah.
less off-putting because there's less to it. There's less text to get in the way.
I know, but Okami's such a fulfilling
it's okay.
experience. It's so good.
Okay.
Right, hit me.
Top 5 video game soundtracks that you wouldn't be embarrassed about someone finding out they were on your iPod. Say your iPod's plugged in at a party on shuffle,
okay.
and it comes on. So what was your top 5 video game soundtracks you wouldn't be embarrassed
Deus
about?
Ex Human Revolution.
Okay.
That's good. That's kind of techno and
Right, okay.
futuristic.
Okay.
You asked the question.
What's this song, Scott? What is this song?
It's called Jensen's Lament. That's probably real. No, that's probably real.
Oh, God.
Super Mario World.
Yep, good. I've got that in mind.
In fact, fuck, I can't even really say Mario for everyone, but Super Mario Galaxy would be one of them too.
You're allowed. You're allowed.
I'm allowed. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, Super Mario Galaxy.
Yep.
As well. So that's 3.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course, 'cause as soon as people hear it, they start saluting.
Bit of Star Sailor.
Bit of Star Sailor.
Bit of Snake Eater.
You got
See, I bet you the only danger of putting on the song Snake Eater at a party is the fact.
The people might not understand it.
Oh no, everyone will start fucking. Everyone hears like. They feel sexy and patriotic. So wait there, so that's 3 so far. 4 actually so far. In fact, can I be really specific? The karaoke sections from Yakuza 4.
Yes.
There we go.
Kamurocho Lullaby. It's on my phone
In fact,
as well.
yeah, I do have that on mine as well. So number 1 would have to be Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
That's has to be. Number 2 would be Super Mario World in 3D.
Right.
Number 3 would be Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yep.
Number 4 would be Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 would be Deus Ex.
Deus Ex. Okay.
Human Revolution.
Cool. That's fine.
It's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, okay.
I know you're a big fan of that style of game, but it's a good
No,
soundtrack.
I'll take you. I just don't know why you'd listen to the music.
Dude, I've got it in the Wii. Do you want to get a shot? Are you? Let's
No.
play it right now.
No.
Turn that off.
5 minutes in heaven. Again.
5 minutes in heaven again and again.
I think you shotgunned me there.
You shotgun me.
You shotgunned me, Scott.
How did it feel?
It felt kind of wrong.
But
I'm not, because I'm the one that should win it every time.
you're the brain. That's why you thought up a music question to stump me, because we both know that I don't listen to. I actually play every game on mute and listen to.
I remember how much it annoyed me back when we were younger, and I go and play. We go to your, and then you would put on a game, and then you turn down the volume and put on Radio 1 or a CD or something like that.
Linkin Park Hybrid Theory while playing Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Good times.
We love brand new features on the BitSocket podcast. As you'll know, it's probably because we've not got like attention spans like regular humans. So I've come up with a brand new feature.
Right.
Are you ready for this? This is Metacrock of shit. So what I've done is I've gone onto Metacritic.
Oh no, that's fine. Just leave it there. That's fine. The feature is the name.
Good times. So I went onto Metacritic and I've looked up 5 of Joe's favourite games.
Okay.
And I've found the worst user reviews.
Oh, user
of
reviews.
These games.
That's always.
It's got to be user reviews because right, okay, and you've got to guess the game.
You know how Obi-Wan Kenobi describes Mos Eisley?
Yeah, a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
That's what user reviews are on Metacritic.
Okay, so I'll
here
tell
we
you
go.
the score first.
Right. Okay.
2.
Oh, out of
10.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought it was like out of 100.
Well, it might be.
Right. Go.
Now, there's parts I'm going to have to blank because obviously I don't want to give away.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah.
I love this game. But this game almost killed it for me. First of all, insert character, is so annoying. The type of creature always says stupid things and states the obvious 100% of the time. Second, the intro to this game was horrendous and the entire first act was annoying. Third, the overworld and transportation was annoying. Fourth, the locking system was terrible. The second act was good, but the first act was so terrible that it ruined the entire experience for me. I don't understand how anyone thinks this game is a masterpiece. The only thing that is good about this game is the story. The overall experience is frustrating at times and some of the bosses are bad as well. I will definitely not recommend this game to anyone.
Okay. I think I know what that one is.
Okay, go
I
for
think that's Skyward Sword.
No.
Oh.
Ocarina of Time.
What? Oh. Honestly.
Ocarina of Time.
Bloody the method of transportation.
I know. You mean Epona,
the world's greatest horse.
Imagine thinking, what's the name of that creature he gets on the back of? I can't remember. Method of transportation. Right. Okay.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Man.
This review has a 4. That's quite hard.
Okay.
This game was never good. This game still isn't good. The camera is your worst enemy. Guards constantly spot you when you can't even see them, and this gets worse when you need to turn on your radar in the rest of the rooms in the game. The story is just plain uninteresting. the man who made it, may be a master writer of stories, but this one doesn't deliver until the last hour or so of gameplay and cutscenes, and even at that point, I find myself not caring about some of the things, while the parts, while interesting, feel more like they belong in a film or some documentary. This is not a good game, and it's a boring movie.
Okay, right. It's one of the Metal Gear Solid games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 2.
It is.
Because you have to turn on the maps in that game.
I know, you see when I read that, I thought, damn.
Yeah.
But, yes.
Still, that's it's a documentary. About what?
That'd be good. Okay, this one's quite a short one, so this has a score of 2.
Okay.
This game, now I'm going to read this exactly as this guy's read it.
Right, okay.
This game is the definition of 4 stars. Gameplay sucks. Seriously, a total waste of time and money. The only thing a bit good about this game is the combat, but only a bit. I even found the story lame.
I've got a sneaking suspicion about what this is, but I don't want to say it out loud.
No, go for it.
Is it Yakuza?
Yakuza 3.
Oh God, somebody will die tonight.
Right, okay.
Combat is a bit good.
A bit good, but only a bit.
Oh God.
Okay, this next game has a score of 3.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't enjoy this game one little bit. This is like a really pointless hack and slash game, going around and shooting the same robots over and over and over and over and over again, and the so-called bosses are the same over and over and over and over again. It gets very boring very quickly. There is no customization to either weapons or suit. Increasing mag size is a joke. I've almost completed it, but it's taken every ounce of my being to get this far. For me, it's like going to the dentist to have a tooth taken out, but have to endure the pain without local anaesthetic. I respect that some people enjoyed it, but it didn't.
Phantasy Star Online.
Vanquish.
Someone
complaining that there's no customization options in Vanquish. Fuck me.
Oh, let me out of this planet. That's
Okay.
awful.
I know.
That's awful.
Right, you ready? This score... 0.
This would be a good one. This is one of my favourite games, yeah.
Right, okay.
Right, go on.
This game is the reason I have cancer.
Fuck's sake! What?
The first game in this series was okay. The second series was meh. This game is a disgrace. It's a sign that the maker of this game has fallen off their throne as a genre king. They no longer have the capacity to make semi-decent characters, plot and wrap it neatly in a game. This game is laggy, bug-ridden mess. Additionally, the plot is fan fiction gone wrong, and the ending is why children in Africa are starving. This game just proves how you can slap a brand name on a piece of 4 stars, and people will buy it and love it. Disgusting. When will the fans of this game wake up? On the plus side, the main character, has a bunch of great costumes. Have fun paying $60 for a dress-up game, since that's the only feature that works.
Oh, dress-up game.
Dress-up game?
Dress-up game. Oh, I don't know. See, I was going to say Sonic for a while there, but no.
Fan reviews for Sonic games are fucking embarrassing.
I know.
This game is brilliant.
I know, it's a dark place. Once you go in
the
there,
darkest of places.
Okay, a story like fan fiction. My thing is, I was going to say you've already said Yakuza, so it's not Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Metal Gear Solid because I've already said because there's customization in that. I'm stumped. I have no idea.
Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns.
Of course.
0.
Of course.
So there we go. So you got, let's see, you got Yakuza. I'll give you Yakuza. You got Metal Gear Solid 2. So you only got 2 out of 5.
Oh.
So, but I think that proves
that was good.
Your opinions are semi-human.
I know. Oh God.
I mean, aye. What a fucking. I mean, that was real tooth pulling. I was like, some of them I found were so much longer and so much more vicious, but I was like, I can't even read all this because I'd fucking kill myself after. So you enjoy that then?
That was good. Well done.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
So last time in the BitSocket podcast, I introduced the feature Is It Canon, where we go through the dregs of officially licensed products in the universes of various games to see what's canon and what's not. Now, Scott, you've got to return the favour this time, don't you?
I'm really feeling the pressure.
Right, okay.
Because it's probably been the one feature that everyone's liked that we've done. And I actually texted Joe and said, do you just want to just do that every week? And he's like, no, you do it.
Yeah, you have to do it back to me. You have to do it back to me.
Right, but it's not going to be... Right, don't expect this to be as funny. Right. Okay, right.
Oh, God.
So this is It Canon? Metal Gear Solid Edition.
Right. I knew that's where you were going to go
next. Right.
Okay. Right.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
In Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, there are several bizarrely named bosses. Which one have I created?
You can say any shit here. I've not completed that one yet.
Running Man.
No, that's real. That's the shit thing.
Captain O Industry, Red Blaster, or Night Fright. So that was Running Man, Captain O Industry, Red Blaster.
Is it Captain of Industry or Captain O Industry? Like one word?
Captain O apostrophe Industry.
God.
So Running Man, Captain O Industry, Red Blaster, or Night Fright.
Oh, right, okay, Red Blaster sounds familiar. I'm going to have to go with Captain Industry. It's such a stupid name.
Yes.
I
made up Captain O Industry. Like, when I was putting them down, I was like...
See when you wrote that name with the O in the apostrophe, did you think, oh, he's Irish?
I was trying to think, what would he be doing in an army?
You almost had me though. That's
Night Fright.
Night Fright. I was either that or Night Fright.
Right, okay. In Metal Gear Solid 3, the End's parrot refers to him by one of these titles.
Oh.
Grandpa, Old Man, or Vieux Pierre.
Grandpa.
Yes.
Oh.
Well done.
Hey.
Well done.
That was good. Did you make Vieux Pierre up?
Vieux Pierre.
What does that mean?
Just old man in French.
Right.
Which would be fucking quite good, but it's not. Okay. Revolver Ocelot has a first name, but what name would the Sorrow write on the birthday card? Would it be Adamska, Adamski, or Adamsko?
Trying it. Adamska, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he says that at the end there.
I won't fucking... maybe you wouldn't remember.
Right, okay.
Before being called the Boss, she was known by the code name of the Boa. I've not had a lot of fun with these.
Like a boa constrictor.
No, like a feather boa. Aye, like a boa constrictor.
Oh.
So before being called the Boss, she was known by the code name of the Boa.
That's not canon. That's uncanon.
It's not. She was the Joy.
The Joy.
The Joy. Though I did spend quite a while trying to think these up. Right, okay.
That was good.
Okay.
Right.
Is it canon? If you try to fight the Hind D on a mono TV, several characters in Metal Gear Solid 1 will make fun of you through the codec for not having a stereo television. Is it canon?
Oh. How would it know? If you had it set to mono, they would know. So you'd have to have the option set to mono for that to happen, so it could happen, theoretically.
Is it canon?
Yes. It is canon.
Is it canon?
It is canon.
The characters in the game will make fun of you.
I never knew
for
that.
Having
I
a
just
mono
guessed at
television.
that. That is... I've never heard of that, and I've never seen that, and I want to see that now.
That's true. Also, I found out, if you're playing Metal Gear Solid 1 and you're fighting Mantis and your second controller port's broken, eventually they'll ask you, is your controller port working? If you say no, you've got to shoot the statues.
Oh, right.
You can't, because the game's like, oh well, because they couldn't in theory give you a boss. You couldn't defeat in the Hind D at that point. You've got to try and listen to where it's going to be using the stereo TV. But not everyone had a stereo TV. So, is it canon?
That's so
They
good.
know if you've got
that
a stereo
so good.
monitor. So, there
Brilliant.
we go. And that's canon.
Yeah.
They know.
They know.
They know.
The characters know.
To be honest, the Metal Gear one, it's such a weird fucking hole to fall down that... Captain Industry.
Captain Industry.
That's what I'm fucking putting Barry the Badger.
Barry Industry.
Davy the Crow. Right, so there we go. So, would you enjoy that?
That was good. That was good.
So you can do a Sonic one next time.
I'll return the
I nearly
favour.
tried to do a Mario one, and that's a fucking... There's theories about, there's two different origin points. There's a point where they were born in fucking Chicago, and there's a point where they were born in fucking the Mushroom Kingdom. I was like, fuck no, I just turned my laptop off and threw it out the window. I was like,
Had a wee cry.
had a wee cry.
Well, we're nearing the end of the podcast, but we've got some time for some questions from our listeners. Do you want to start off on Twitter?
Yes, I will indeed. Let me just bring it up.
I should have said our dear listeners. They are
Dear
our
listeners.
dear listeners.
Dear
You are
listeners.
dear to us.
Okay, so first one up here. This is from @NotNixon on Twitter. If you had to get rid of all but one console right now, which one would you hold on to?
Oh. Right, you go first, because I need to think of this.
The thing is, my gut is saying Wii U. However, if I had to get rid of every console, I'd keep my PlayStation 3. So I've got the most games for my PlayStation 3. And I love the Wii U. I like having a PS4. I like my Vita, my DS, but it probably would be my PS3 I'd have to keep hold of for Yakuza and Metal Gear.
Yep.
So, that, PS3.
Yeah, PS3. I'll keep that. I was going to say PS2, but a lot of my favourite games in the PS2 are on the PS3
pretty much
now.
come out in the PS2.
So PS3, there we go.
Yeah.
Yakuza, Shadow of the Colossus, Metal Gear Collection, and all that. Yep.
So good.
Good question.
Right, this one's from @HectorLG. If you had a week off from all work and responsibilities starting tomorrow, what games would you get stuck into, or what game would you get stuck into?
The game I would play would be looking at my shelf and trying to work out what game to play, and just slowly despairing at the lack of time that I have left.
That's the best way.
That or Yakuza again.
Yakuza again. I would probably... I'd probably Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles. Because I have played a fair bit, but see if I just had like a week and nothing to do, that would get stuck. I'd just lay into it.
Not Skyward Sword?
If you bring up Skyward Sword one more time, I will insert it into you. Right?
As long as you play afterwards.
As long as you play the game. Here we go. This is from @Bad Bonobo. Bad Bonobo. Is it worth buying a PS4 for Destiny, or should I continue not to bother? The thing about... Yeah, the answer is no. My answer's a wee bit longer. The thing is, having a PS4... If you've got a PS4 and Destiny's coming out, then it's a nice wee thing. I would not recommend buying a PlayStation 4 to play Destiny.
No, the only reason I got mine is because I got 125 quid off the price of it, but...
It's because you want a silver
I want a silver bun voucher. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't really...
Yeah, no, I mean, I love my PS4. I love it more because of the games that are coming out, and Metal Gear Solid, obviously, but... Yeah. Also, Destiny doesn't appeal to me anyway. But if it appeals to you, fair enough, it's going to be a big game, you know?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I quite like... I played the Destiny Alpha, I played the beta as well.
You're all about Destiny. It's not even out yet, though. When's it out?
It's I think it's the 9th of September.
Alright, okay.
I'm going to say that.
Pretty soon.
So it is out quite soon.
Right.
Do you want to bring up some of the Facebook questions?
Yes, okay. So, Harrison Hunt, what is the goodest game on PS1?
What is the goodest game on PS1?
I know yours. That ninja game you had.
Ninja game? Ninja.
What was it called?
Shadow of Darkness.
Shadow of Darkness. It was awful.
I would say, I mean, in terms of if there was one PS1 game I'd say, you've got to play that, it would probably be Metal Gear Solid. I think. But there's so many. There's
Silent Bomber.
What?
Silent Bomber.
What the fuck's that?
You go about and you...
Silently bomb things?
You place bombs. It's like a stealth bombing game. It's good.
Really?
It's not the best. Vib Ribbon's good.
Vib Ribbon.
Ridge Racer. I love Ridge Racer. It's great. That's too many games. Yeah. Vib Ribbon.
I'd say...
Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper is that's a good choice, but it's quite hard though. I'd say if you're looking for a Metal Gear Solid,
yeah, okay.
I'd say Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Or I suppose it's probably folk fucking screaming because we're not saying a Final Fantasy game.
Worms
in the PS1's quite good.
That is
fun,
amazing.
Actually.
Also, any recommendations for DS RPGs? Well, we just bought one last week because it was £4 at Argos.
£4 at Argos.
Dragon Quest 9. How much you played of it so far?
It's still in the wrapper. Ask me this time next week.
Yeah. Kim Delaney, Bitsocket Kim. Best games within a game? Well, there's obvious candidate there, Yakuza, with some of the best mini games.
I really like the mini games that appear in Zelda games, especially Wind Waker, especially Battleships.
Yeah.
Sploosh. Kaboom.
Kaboom. I like the darts in Yakuza. In the pool. In fact, no, wait a minute. Karaoke in Yakuza. In
fact, game within a game, the Nightmare section in Metal Gear Solid 3, which actually does have part of...
And they cut it out, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, they cut it out of the HD collection.
I thought it was still in it.
No, they cut it out.
Alright, I've obviously blanked that bit in my memory.
Stuart Hour or Shooter. If you had to live inside a game's character for the rest of your life, who would you pick and why?
Inside?
I think what he means is if you have to be a character rather than like
be inside.
Yeah. Help me.
Yeah. Like being John Malkovich.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kazuma from Yakuza.
So it's a very Yakuza heavy episode.
Of course it is. It's me. Actually, no, Kazuma. He spends 10 years in prison.
He does. So you'd be inside a guy, inside a prison,
Aye.
inside a game,
Aye.
inside a PlayStation.
Probably Mario. He looks like he's always having fun.
Yeah, I was actually thinking Mario, maybe Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. He's hairy ass.
He's big hairy ass. Aye, Donkey Kong.
Okay, what you got?
Right, we've got @KT120. Who would be your video game character's A-team?
Video game character's A-team? As in, like, you get them to come and sort out problems and solve them.
You probably would need... Well, and then again, Solid Snake has never been very efficient.
No, Solid Snake, right,
he's caused more problems.
Solid Snake fails more missions than he actually completes. Like, he's almost responsible for Nuclear Armageddon in Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 2, the tanker is destroyed.
Yeah.
New York ruined.
Metal Gear Solid 4, he just kind of stumbles around from catastrophe to catastrophe.
He gets 5 chances to assassinate Liquid, and it's not until the last one, and even then Liquid kind of lets it happen.
Spoilers.
Oh, come on. Solid Snake's not a particularly good soldier.
So, Otacon.
Otacon,
You need a computer guy. That's the way these things.
Yeah, you need a computer guy. So he's the brains.
Right.
Kazuma's the brawn.
Who'd be the driver?
Tanner from Driver.
Get fucked.
But as soon as he gets out of the car, he can't walk anywhere, so no, he'd be
No,
shite.
your driver would need to be...
BD Joe from Crazy Taxi.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he'd get you about.
Right, okay.
He'd get you about.
So now we need our master strategist.
Oh.
Older gent.
Ocelot. No, because
I don't think him and Otacon would get on well.
No, they wouldn't. No, Otacon is the strategist.
No, he's the hacker.
Right, he's the hacker. Right, okay, so the guy who makes the plan then...
The guy who makes sure the plan comes together. Master Onion.
Master Onion. No, it's rubbish. I don't know, you know what I want to say?
What?
Landy.
Landy?
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah. Because even now, like 15 years after the fact, he's still not been caught. You know, he's obviously pretty good at what he does.
That's why they've not made the next game, is because they've never been able to catch him.
I know why.
So, Landy.
Landy.
There you go, didn't see that coming.
No.
Right.
Near the Rio.
Okay.
And now his dad's dead.
So this is from @IamIanSteven.
Right.
That's a good name. Solid Snake is coming round for tea. What do you make him, and what post-dinner entertainment do you plan?
What did I make? Snake? Snake?
Snake. Solid Snake's coming round for tea. I think
No,
it
it's
looks
Solid Snake. He doesn't really eat in rations. I'd get a ration. I'd give him some rations.
Some rations of bacon.
Rations of bacon. Very good. And then post entertainment, I'd get a couple of boxes, right? And I'd play a game where you have to decide, you have to guess which box I'm in.
Right.
I'd love that.
I would. I'm not even gonna. You know what? We're gonna leave that shitty answer.
You'd love that.
As yeah, very good.
Snake, you'd love that. You'd love
So
that
we've
game
got-
with the boxes. You know the box game?
The box game. So @Vaguely Markish. Hi
Right.
Mark.
Hi Mark.
Should Link be a girl in a future Zelda game?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
You should let you
100%.
choose whether it's a boy or a girl.
Like, that's one of the theories I like about the new Zelda. They've said is that it's apparently, so it's not true. It may be a brother and sister are the heroes of time, and you could control which one to
people
go.
make stuff like this all the
That
time.
would be nice. I would like that.
What I'd
because-
like is it's just Link, and you choose whether Link is a boy or a girl, and that's it. I think that'd be
Do you think that should change Zelda
no.
in her side? Do you think Zelda should always
No,
be?
because there's never a romantic.
princess?
There's only been one game where there's been an overtly romantic relationship between the two of them. So it's it makes sense that it's the character that was the one that
Yeah.
wrote it, but there's no romance in it, and it's just an adventure game where you save
that's
people
cool.
and help people, and yeah.
Here we go. @Marginal Gloss on Twitter. What would you like to see in the new Metal Gear Online that's coming as part of the Phantom Pain?
No login screens.
No separate Konami. Bullshit.
IDs and all that shit, because that just got in the way of the game. In fact, one of the reasons I stopped playing the game for a long time until right before the plug get pulled on it was because I couldn't remember my password for Konami ID. So fuck
It's
that.
a shame because it was a brilliantly
It was a
fun
great
online
game,
game,
really great
but
game.
they locked it behind all these
know.
confusing
Confusing
layers.
system. It was just more simplified. The greatest online game for me was Phantasy Star Online because it was so easy. You just went on, and as soon as you went online, there was loads of folk there to talk to, and you could, everything was in game. There was no menus. There was no.
Yeah.
There's none of that crap. So
That's one of the good things about Destiny is again it has that kind of almost fantasy. It does feel really easy to get in with your mates, and you can just play with anyone. Whereas Metal Gear Online, it did feel there was too many barriers to your enjoyment. But when you were actually playing it, it was brilliant fun.
Also, rideable tanks. I'd like that. What?
Also, I just like that you said.
I just like to be able to drive about a tank, my pals.
We've got one here from @CoMutiny, and he says, "What games can I use to fill the void of soul-crushing wedding planning stress?" So that's what we're getting.
whoa,
He got married yesterday, but he's wanting to know about wedding plan. Like, I'm like, what? So we need to
you know
put
what
this answer
he
back in
means? He means he's been stressed for so long planning the wedding. Now that the wedding's happened, he wants to play a game to
he's
help him get over that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm fucking.
So it needs to be something that you can settle into to relieve your stress. It's good fun to play, won't annoy you. Yakuza.
Wu-Tang Clan, Taste the Pain.
Wu-Tang Clan, Taste the Pain. Katamari Damacy, I think.
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe a good one for that.
Just imagine all your stresses are just being rolled up in a big ball and fired into the sun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, let's just one more. Let's have a look. Here we go. We'll finish with this one. This is from Stuart Hour at minute 50:72. You are a character in a shoot the man game.
Right.
What is your name?
Oh, well, Jack McHard.
Jack McHard. I'm trying to remember what game Jack McHard's from.
Jack Hard.
Oh no, it was Jack Hard.
Don't give him away where we got the name from.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Jack Hard.
It was something I can't remember.
It was a game you could trade it in at Game Station, wasn't it?
No, it was a PC game that no one ever bought, and it was some kind of like, you are Jack Hard. You've been on holiday. You're like, investigating something under the sea.
Yeah.
You are Jack Hard. I just loved the idea that someone. Jack Hard sounded like a placeholder name that then they shipped the game and forgot. What did we change his name to? You know, we're going to go with Patrick Stevenson or something. I was like, oh fuck, no, we just kept
That's your hard man name, Patrick Stevenson.
Patrick Stevenson. Sounds like
Captain of Industry.
Captain of Industry. Patrick, by day, Patrick Stevens. Patrick Stevenson is a billionaire by night. He is Captain of Industry. What would Captain of Industry's powers be?
Manipulating the stock market.
I like that. Captain of Industry, setting up limited companies, doing his self-assessed tax return. Right, I think with that, on that bombshell. Oh
god.
Oh.
Stealing Patterson.
It's like Top Gear, but video games.
Yeah.
No one's ever thought of that before.
God.
Burn it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's us come to the end of episode 8. I'm going to have to trawl through this again to think of a good title. I can't just go Captain of Industry, though I'm tempted. I might just call it Kill Joe. So that's come to the end. So you can find us on Twitter at BitSocket.
And Facebook at BitSocket. And YouTube at BitSocket.
That's right. Remember to also subscribe to the podcast. If you've not already subscribed, what's going on there? But remember to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a wee rating as well, because every time we get a rating, a fairy gets its wings. It's an angel gets its wings, isn't it?
Yeah, you fucked it.
Fucked it. I fucked it.
Keep BitSocking.
Keep BitSocking.
You'll have to destroy that hind, Snake. Use your ears, Snake. You should be able to tell where he's coming from by the sound of his rotor blades. Huh? Snake, you're not using a stereo TV?
It can't be. A mono TV? Well, Colonel, there's nothing we can do about it.
I guess you're right. Snake, don't worry about it. There's more to being a good person than just having a stereo television. You can do it just the way you are.
Mono TV.